So I just finished this game on Destin on my little terrorist here, and I really felt this one actually deserves a little bit of a better fate, but okay, it is what it is. 3 kills, 303 damage. Well, kind of evens out. Fifth place. The end was kind of a clusterfuck, um, but I want to show a little thing, cause this, in my opinion, deserves a little bit of special recognition. Um, First of all, I'm gonna land exactly where I always land, which is to the southeast of the arena. It's gonna be right down here on these warehouses. It is my go-to place. It's the place I always go, and it is just pretty awesome in regards of just finding good stuff. First of all, I want to show what goes on here. So this is a relatively large battle. Actually, we're apparently in the midst of it already. There we go. I will just pause this for a second and just go out like I always do to show you a little bit of a little bit of reference here. So I'm currently alone in here, but Black Joker, he's around, and he's about to make my life a real freaking tragedy. So this is just the regular loot up for me. What happens is I run into the next warehouse, the one over here. But as you can see here, he's coming in. I mean, he's all the time he's in the warehouse I've just been. And this time he decided to push me. So as you can see down on the minimap, if I remove this, he's currently in the next warehouse. Now, this would have been... It's right here. I'm just gonna go like this, because I actually want to see this from his perspective. He really got me there. But not enough. I pull far enough back, and he's trying to bounce the nade, which is a really smart move. It just didn't go far enough, because I saw it coming. Anyways, this is gonna turn into a bit of a chicken chase. Because here in the beginning, he's the one chasing me. And then he runs off. I don't know, I think he's trying to rotate me. Come in from behind, maybe. What I did there was I shot at a gas can, just for the fun of it. It was actually meant as a diversion, but he quite clearly wasn't diverted from it. I will say this for it. He did have my number pretty well in. But as he's sitting here, I'm doing something else. I totally gave up on the idea of just trying to get him inside the building, so I decided to do a large rotation. Now, this is one of the places I'm just gonna rotate here. And I actually want to see what happens here, because he knows exactly where I am. Okay, he may have seen me there, yeah. That's what happened. Okay. I heard the pop of it. Still took half my health off. An irritating gnat of a guy. But this is like a standoff, and I think it's kind of funny. I actually thanked him for a good fight afterwards. But pay attention to the guy behind. Yavadishkin UA. Cause I'm about to do something to him just a little later, which is gonna go into history as the longest sniper shot I've done. It's not that far. So here's the thing. If you keep moving and rotate around a guy when he's shooting at you, and you have the MP9, I wouldn't say it's a slam dunk, but it's certainly close. Anyways, I'll just pop it up here. So I saw him move into the building. And the thing is, when you have an 8-scope, you can, most PUBG players know this, but you can actually set the distance. And that's what I'm doing here. I open the map. I count small squares on the map until I know how far away he is. I counted him out to being 400 meters away. Let's just see here. And how I did that is by going down here and then counting the squares between Yavdushkin UA. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 plus a little for squares. That's each square is 100 by 100 meters. So I knew that I had to set the scope for 400 meters. So you can't see that I've actually put the scope for it, but you'll notice that I put the red dot basically on his head. And because I've set it for 400 meters, it'll just be perfect. Unfortunately, he was moving too much, but he did one mistake, and this is the one. I mean, I actually want to see it from his perspective. That was just slightly over him. I think I hit the other guy. Oh, that's irritating. That is irritating. PUBG, please fix this. So I'm gonna have to slow fly all the way over to him just to be able to see. Are you kidding me? Ah well. At least we're putting some length on this video. Watching me bumble around in the replay system is always fun. I think I can hit him now. Yeah. So I want to see it from his perspective. Oh, I'm guessing that. I'm just guessing here, but I think that was That must have been quite a surprise there. All right, as I'm already inside this, I might as well just showcase the last kill. This is just a classic MP9 kill. The guy actually does what he can to make sure nobody's here, but when he comes up, he starts by dropping in a flashbang. And he's actually, I would say, careful enough, in my opinion. That bot pan really saved him there. So he flashed himself. And that's pretty much how that goes. So for the end circle, you might as well see what happened. I jump out, get into the invisible car. That was a close call. Wow, there was a guy inside the boat. I didn't even see him. I saw that guy, and I did what I could, but that guy completely got me, and if he hadn't got me, this would have. Just give it a sec. So, that was a bad way to go. It was this guy who popped me. And it sounded like it was an AWM. And it was. So he picked up not only an AUG, but also an AWM. I've seen him before. It's a funny name, Serial Killer. So, it's interesting. Level 3 gear. Level 3 gear. So Supermyth I've actually also seen before. I've played against him before. I had one of my games where he was the last one to die before I got my chicken dinner. And then there was this guy. He is just regular level 2 gear as a Supermyth. It's funny that you start recognizing when you play a lot. You start recognizing some of the names. Xianzhou I don't think I've seen before. Random 3, I've definitely seen before, and Serial Killer and Supermyth are all 3 players that I know from earlier games. Is that a crate? Oh, it is. How did I miss that? Oh well, probably wouldn't have survived anyways. But it's a fun little game. But that sniper shot, OMG.